you go, Bambino. Come on in.
What do we... Give me this stupid thing, Pat.
Thank you.
Moron. All right. So as we were saying, the full-blooded Italians, we're going to dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing. We're going to climb up, we're going to grab our flag, and we're going to be waving the Italian flag all over the place. Forget about it.
It's the Cotton Candy Princess Tiffany Avatar, and I am here to let you know that I will be gracing Big Event New York, and I hope to see you all there.
All right, go ahead.
In a protector, by the way.
Yeah.
So you really were thinking.
I know you got to go, but how do you feel being here real quick?
I am so excited to be here.
What about, Michael Myers?
We could add 2 more dents to this chip.
Follow her. Where can you follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram
So I'm out of this bitch. Got a big match tonight at Victory Pro Wrestling, right, Britt?
Yes. Hola. First of all, I have to say it if not funny. I'm so sorry.
I wish I could. What is it, Bing?
Papa Dank, do you edit these videos?
Steven is there.
You don't want to miss this one. No.
Welcome everybody to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and tonight I have a very special guest for you. So let me bring her aboard. Let me bring on Madi, the American Baddie. Madison, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. If you see me blinking in and out, it's because I'm checking out Instagram, see who's over there. They haven't integrated it with StreamYard yet.
Okay.
All right, so you got some upcoming events. Let's talk about a Ripley street fight at EPW this Saturday, March 2nd. Tell me who was your opponent for this event and how did it come about?
I really don't know who my opponent is. You know, me being the champ, they just kind of tell me to be there. Obviously, I'm going to win, so it doesn't really matter. I'm sure it'll be, what's her name? It's hard to remember people that don't matter, but,
Wow.
I think it's like a Jody girl. And then we
Just
got
Jody?
like, yeah, that's it. That's
Got
the name I was thinking for. And
Yikes.
then I think there's like a Diana Taylor that's gonna be there. So probably be one of them two. Probably both. I mean, I can handle both. So
Oh, man. All right. And also in attendance will be Brandon Savage taking on Nova. And my good friend Justin Klein is there, managing him as always.
after that
Yikes.
picture, I like Klein. I always tell him, if he wants to manage somebody good, he can come manage me. But as far as the other ones in that picture, I don't.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-mm.
Not going to make it on the Maddie board, huh?
No.
Serena says, is it DDT Diana Taylor or Jody? Just Jody? We don't know.
I think it's going to be both, honestly.
We'll find out tomorrow, but whatever it's going to be a damn street fight.
Yeah.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Wow, and the EPW Women's Championship is on the line. Make sure everybody follows EPW Wrestling as well. Hey, champ, welcome to the podcast. Thank you, Serena. All right, let's dive into your history a little bit. Tell me how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
About a little over 2 years ago, I was bored one night, and I knew that Boonville always had this wrestling show.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go watch. So I went and watched, and then this is the true story. I thought that Trace Lee Hunt was the prettiest thing I had ever laid my eyes on. So I was like, if he'll talk to me if I train.
Right.
True story.
Is that true?
Yes. So I started training under him and fell in love with it. And then now we've been together for over a year now. So
it worked
kind
out.
of how I got into it. It was like when I say it out loud, I'm like, wow. But that's the true story. I thought he was cute, and so I started training, and now we've been together for a long time, and now I love it. So
Awesome. All right, tell me about your first professional wrestling match. Who was it? Who was it against, and what were your thoughts during that initial match?
What was my first match? That's crazy that I don't remember that. Oh, I was at a company called, was it? No, it was Boom Boy. It was EPW,
Mhm.
and it was on TV. My first match was filmed.
Wow.
Yeah, like they had watched me train and stuff, and they were like, you know what, we're just gonna put you on TV, see how it goes.
Right.
And obviously it went amazing. And so my first
Obviously.
match was Diana Taylor, and it went really good. That was the first girl I worked live.
Okay. What were your thoughts being out there in front of the crowd and everything?
It was crazy. I I'm sorry, my mother. Can you edit this out?
No, we're live.
Okay, so never mind. My mother-in-law is texting me.
Hi, how
Um,
are you?
but anyways, so I I'm sorry. What was the question? My mother-in-law, my
Your
mother-in-law,
mother, she threw you off your game tonight.
she threw me off my whole game.
What was your reaction with the crowd? Like, how did you feel being in front of a crowd for the first time?
It freaked me out. I was so nervous, which I'm still nervous. I feel like I was told, the moment you're not nervous anymore,
Mhm.
you don't need to do it. So I was very nervous, and the match was great. So I definitely didn't show it in the ring, but it made me freak out a little bit. And then it's I do this show once a month, and it's not as bad, but it definitely, like, I was really nervous that day.
Okay. Tell me about your toughest match so far. Who was your opponent and why was it so difficult for you?
My, my toughest match. Hmm. That is, I think my toughest match, I did a four-way tables match for Premiere last
Wow,
year.
that is tough.
Yeah, and I had never did like a tables match or anything, and they were like, "We want to put you in a four-way tables match," and I went through two of the three tables. I went through.
Ooh,
Oh, and I enjoyed it so much. It was so much fun, and I think that was my toughest match, and I had some tough opponents in that match.
do you
Um,
remember who they were?
it was Little Bit, Autumn Marie, and Million Dollar Baby.
Okay, all right. Tell me about an opponent you haven't wrestled yet, but you want to get in the ring with them, and why?
Tony Storm, she is my idol.
Tony Storm, that's a good one.
She is my idol. So go big or go home. I would definitely want her. Like, she is everything that I want to be is what she is. So I would definitely that would be my dream match for sure.
All right. Would it be Timeless Tony Storm
Oh
or an
yeah.
NXT Tony Storm?
See now, but that's hard. I think I would pick Timeless, but I also
I think
love the other Tony Storm. I think I would pick Timeless. If I had to pick, it would be Timeless.
I like the other Tony Storm, but I think there's just something special about Timeless Tony Storm.
Yes. Right now, I think she's one of the best women in wrestling right now. As far as gimmick wise, and she can wrestle. The girl can wrestle, but gimmick
100%.
wise, it's top notch.
Anyone on the independent scene that you've seen that maybe caught your eye?
Anyone on independent? I would like. Well, she works for OVW. I'm really close with Shalance Royale. I'm
Okay.
actually working her for the first time in a few months. Independent.
There's got to be someone out there.
Every time I think of somebody, they're signed with like NWA or something.
I mean,
I would want to work since she's not signed to a company. Nyx, I've worked her several times, and I love working
next.
her. I love working Nyx, and I don't think she's signed anywhere right now, so I would pick Nyx to work her again.
She's not signed yet. She just did a spot at an NWA recently.
Yeah, and she's been on Ring of Honor, and me and her have worked several, and some of my best matches are with her. So
Okay, all right, that's a good one. All right. Tell me about match you want to be in that you haven't been in yet.
A match that I want to be in.
That you haven't been in yet. I heard some pretty cool ones.
So like I could pick who they would be.
You could be the person, the match type. Yeah.
I would want to be in the ring with Mandy Rose.
Okay.
Oh, she's awesome. And Jordan Grace in like a gimmick match. Like I would want
Two
it
good
to be.
choices.
I would want it to be where we could just beat each other up because I think they both did that very well. I love Mandy Rose. I've got to meet her. She's a super sweet person. She's great in the ring. And Jordan Grace is just like an animal. So I would want to do like definitely some tables and stuff with them too.
What about Masha Slamovich?
I love her. I
I
love
actually
her.
know her.
Okay, so I would love to work her. I got to do ladies night out with her at WrestleCade. I got to like be in the locker room with her and stuff. I did the Rumble
Uh-huh.
and she was super sweet to me. She scares me. Like I will say that's the one person that I've met that scares me. Like she is so intimidating and I watched her she had like 3 matches over the weekend from the shows and we went every night and they were so good. Like she is so tough
She is tough.
and I would love to work her, but I would be scared.
She spent a lot of years in Japan.
I can tell.
I remember when she first started out here in Long Island.
Yeah.
And from seeing her then as a ballet to where she is now, same thing with Chris Statlander. Same thing, started as a ballet to where she is now. It's like amazing and great
Yeah.
and awesome.
I
Really
like
awesome.
Statlander.
Really awesome stuff. Oh, wow. Look who's in the chat. Mr. Herb Simmons. What's up, Herb? How are you? Serena says, if you give out advice to someone just starting out in this business, what would you tell them?
Don't let it change you. I think so many, especially women, I can't give advice for a man. I just can't. I think especially for girls is don't let it change you. I'm not signed anywhere. I've only been doing this a year and I can already tell from where I'm at that I could change my personality and how I treat people and how I work in the ring by my influence of others. And I just think, especially the more you get out, like I'm heading to Florida in May and I'm going to Indiana this next weekend. And even WrestleCade, like I was in a locker room with 30 girls, and you just take a step back and see how everybody treats each other and stuff. And you want to be the girl that everybody can talk to. Everybody is like, okay, I like
Right.
her. So I would definitely say some advice is don't let it change you. Don't let it change. Like I'm genuinely a nice person. So don't let it change you.
Okay. All right. I think I've seen some people change as well doing this for a little bit. Not for the good. At least you should change for the better.
Yes.
Locker room leader and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump out of wrestling for a moment. What does Maddie love to do on her time off? What hobbies does she have?
I'm a professional barrel racer.
A professional. Okay, all right. How does that work?
How does barrel racing work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so in rodeo, it's the segment. I'm talking wrestling, but where the girl races on her horse around 3 barrels in a pattern.
Oh wow,
So I
that's
do
pretty
that.
dope.
Yes, I do that outside of this. I travel some with my horse. Obviously, wrestling takes up like 90% of my time. So, when I don't, I have to like plan out ahead and book rodeos before I book my wrestling. So I've got a few this year. I do that and hobbies. I would say that would be the hobby that I have outside this. That would be it. Would be I rodeo. So
Okay, awesome. Serena says barrel racing is cool. That's amazing. I agree. What about snacks? What does Maddie like to snack on? And her
white
favorite food.
chocolate Reese's.
Okay, all right.
White chocolate Reese's, kettle cooked jalapeno chips, which my boyfriend hates because he has miso, and so kettle cooks are the hardest chip ever. So I sound like I'm like eating like a horse. Um, my favorite food is like the seafood boil bags that come with crab and sausage and corn and shrimp.
Hmm.
I could eat that all day long. That's like the one food I could eat and never be full. Like that's my favorite.
All right, all good stuff. All good stuff. All right, is there any federation that you haven't worked for yet? We're not going to go into the big ones just yet. That's out there in the independent scene. Which federation would it be and why?
OVW is one of them.
OVW, that's a great one.
I tried out for their Rumble. Um, so I got my at least my name in the door. They watched my promo, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Shalance, like I said, me and her are really good friends. So I would like to be up there. Me and Hollywood Haley J. I got to hang out with her before. She's super sweet, and I did customs with her.
Awesome.
So OVW is definitely where I would like to go as far as independent.
All right, all right. Did you get a chance to meet Freya?
Freya, no, I have not got to meet her yet.
Okay, I got to meet her up here in New York. She's really nice.
That's great because she looks mean on TV. Which is her
She,
job.
she's really tall. I didn't expect her to be that tall.
Well, I noticed when I was watching her the other day, I was like, I wonder if she's really that tall.
She's that tall. She measured up, and I was like I'm 6'3", so she's like toe to toe to me. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
she's tall, man.
Yeah.
And then when I saw her wrestle against her opponent, Clara Carreras up here,
Yeah.
she was like a midget. It looked like. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not fair at all.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about states. What states do you want to wrestle in that you haven't wrestled in, and why?
Florida, which I'm getting to hit in May.
Okay. What's the
Definitely we're
company?
going Guardians Legacy.
Okay.
And then I think it's Guardians. Yeah, I know it's Guardians. And then I want to do the Indiana show. It's a new company it's called Brave, and it's in Indiana. So I'll go there next weekend, and I'll also be there next month. So I'm hitting those up. So
Awesome.
Florida, Indiana. I definitely want to get up around like I want to go to like Atlanta and stuff like that, which I know that's all like the same thing. I want to get up there around where like Impact's held and stuff like that.
All
Basically
right.
Florida.
All right. Since Herb's here, I know he's watching. Anything in Missouri for Maddie over there around your way?
Missouri. I am not. I have got people that are trying to book me in Missouri. So maybe one day. I have not been. I think I did.
Is
We're out of town every weekend. So Missouri, we may have already been there, and I may not know it. Don't call me on that.
this the company?
No, I have not worked for that
Okay.
one.
That's Herb's promotion.
But hey, tell people and then have them tell me, and I will.
That's why I'm mentioning it now. Oh, here we freaking go. Justin Klein, a very understated cap you're wearing tonight.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you, the Raiders are coming. Our new coach we are coming, okay?
What is up,
I
Justin?
can't believe he's on this. Like,
Justin and I are somewhat pals.
well,
Somewhat.
and you can tell him I have talked highly of him on this podcast.
You did. She did, Justin. She talked highly on you. Not like Jody. She did not talk highly of you.
No.
Serena says if you could pick anyone to be a tag team partner, who would you pick?
Ooh. Okay. Definitely Jordan Grace. Then I wouldn't even have to get in.
Just let her do all the work.
Yeah. She's got it. Definitely Jordan Grace.
Good choice. Good choice. I'm gonna have to throw in my Masha in there. Actually, I'm gonna give you another name, Brittany Brooks.
Hey, I have messaged with her, and there was some show that we were supposed to be at together, and then something happened. But I follow her, and she's been doing really good.
She's doing great, man. She is a good pal of mine. So if you see her, tell her Papa Dank says hi.
Yes.
Justin says she better. I will be checking. He's gonna rewind the live and watch him.
Yeah. Well, he can.
Justin, shouldn't you be on your yacht? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, on his big yacht that he got.
That's right. He won't invite me though, but he's got it.
Yeah.
Justin threw me off. All right. If you can have an intergender match with someone, who would it be and why? Justin's got to go.
I'm gonna give you my honest opinion here. I personally will not wrestle a dude.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I have that's like something that I've had since I've started wrestling is like one, doesn't make sense. Um so if I can be an answer, I'm gonna say I wouldn't
Okay.
because
All right.
I've always just had that opinion. I won't fight a dude, like I just won't.
All right. Justin says, what town of Florida are you going to be at and when?
I'm working for Guardians. I think it's like Guardians Legacy up in Panama, and I think it's in May.
It's not on this thing. Oh, it was on there. That's for EPW. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Justin. You satisfied, Justin? Here we go. I'll be on the yacht off the coast of Florida in May myself. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that's where he would be.
Is Brandon going to be with you? He says not fighting dudes, smart.
Exactly.
All right, let's leave Justin alone for a moment. Overseas, what country would you like to wrestle in and why?
I want to go to New Japan.
Okay, that's a good
So
choice.
I think that would be my answer. I would definitely want to go see all the wrestling history in New Japan and stuff like that. So I would like to go up there.
All right. Now,
Up there, down there, I don't really know.
I guess it's more to like, depending on where you're going, the right or the left.
I've never been good with that. Like, don't ask me where north is at because I don't know.
North is New York for you.
Okay.
Long Island, where I'm from, right off
Yeah.
New York, right by Manhattan and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What about thoughts about going to wrestle in Mexico? Lucha Libre?
I think I would. I've watched some wrestling from Mexico. They would probably beat me up. But
I'm gonna choke with Justin's comment over here. Geography is not her strong point.
wow. Wow.
And you talked highly of him.
Okay, they are called Guardians Legacies.
Legacy. Justin better keep quiet. Justin, you'll get yourself in trouble, man.
I know. He's like, he always talks about how, busy he is, and then here he is.
There he is on the Papa Neck chat.
But like I told him when he wanted to do better, he could be my manager.
You heard that, Justin?
Just saying.
He might consider it, I guess. He's I don't know what he's doing.
It's okay.
Oh man, Justin. All right. I think Justin's poking the bear. I think so too.
Yeah.
Justin better stay out of trouble tonight. Shoot, he threw me off my game again. What about thoughts about coming up here to New York? Any promotions out here that have caught your eye?
I don't know any promotions. I'm not good with places, obviously. So if I would need to look into some, actually, now that you say that.
I'm gonna bring some up in a moment. He said I was busy during that Jody snooze fest. I made time for Miss Madi.
Yeah, I can understand the first part.
I'm gonna throw up a company that's run by the SATs.
Okay.
Wrestling is now. And they're getting ready to launch their women's division really soon. But the next show is on 4/20.
I'll have to look at that. But yeah, I would definitely would. I've never been to New York or anything like up there. So down there, wherever. Up there.
Up here.
Up there.
And then there's something called a free-for-all from Titan Championship Wrestling coming up actually on March 9th, where any professional wrestler can register.
Oh wow! Okay.
Be seen by not only them, it's several companies.
I'll have to get Serena to send me that.
Yeah, Serena, send that to Madi. It's a whole bunch of companies from the Northeast, not from New Jersey only.
Okay.
So they'll be participating in that, and I will be there for that event. But I will talk about that a little bit later. Right now, we're focusing on just Madi right now. All right. Any thoughts about Mission Pro Wrestling?
Mission Pro Wrestling. Now, let me get that in my head. I know what you're talking about.
Thunder Rosa's promotion.
Yes. Okay. I would love to go work there. I like Thunder Rosa. I like the way she works in the ring. I'm finally glad that she's back.
Yes.
on AEW. Hopefully she'll get some more matches so we can watch her some more. But I would love to go work there.
That's a good company. All right, Serena's got a question. If you had to pick, where do you think would be the best fit for you, AEW, TNA, or WWE?
I would definitely say AEW. I think obviously so I can be around my idol Tony Storm, of course. But
I was gonna say Tony Storm.
yeah, I think AEW because they really do have a really good women's division. And I would like to work. There's several girls that I would love to work. So I think AEW would be where I would fit in best.
Okay. Now, as I look into your background, there's an AEW figure behind you. Which AEW figure is that?
So we got Kurt Angle, and then I also have a Tony Storm. I
Okay.
have Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler.
Okay.
And then we've got some Ric Flair signed pictures. I have a Mandy Rose,
Wow.
yeah, when I met her at WrestleCade, she gave me a picture and wrote my name and signed it for me and stuff. I've got oh, what's his name? He's the one that always tried to hurt himself. Wore the red checker pattern. Start from the M. Mick Foley.
Oh, Foley.
Yeah. So we got some signed pictures. Like I've got Dax and Cash signed pictures, Ric Flair, Danhausen, Mick Foley, Mandy.
What the heck is Justin talking about over here? There's several girls there that would like to work. You would like to work. I bet there's several girls there that would like to work.
He needs to go to bed. It is 7 o'clock. An old man go to bed at 7 o'clock.
I agree, Serena. Justin, have you been drinking or something? All right. I mean, it's cool that you collect figs, man. I'm a big Jamie Hayter fan, and I'm missing her one fig. It was like a 1,000 piece exclusive when they were at Wembley.
Really?
I am missing that figure, and I've been looking at it. It's up at the 200 tier right now. I'm waiting for it to drop just a little bit more before I pull the trigger.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for her to come back.
Oh, I'm counting the day. I'm hoping she shows up tomorrow at Revolution. Well, Sunday.
I mean, I would hope. But I don't know where I know she's injured, but whatever happened must have been really bad.
It must have been, yeah, because she's been out for a while. 100%, man. What about Funko Pops? You like Funko Pops?
I have no idea what that is.
Whoa! Oh, now I'm gonna have to pull one out. Hold on. See if you can see.
Oh yes, I actually want one of Tony Storm, and I know that you can get them made to look like you, like me.
You can, yeah, on the their actual website. They have a thing called Pop Yourself.
Yeah, I would like one of myself, and I would like one of Tony for sure.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance to make her because she left. They just released Shotzi.
Really?
That's the newest one they got. And Liv, everybody wanted Liv Morgan.
Oh yeah, I love Liv Morgan.
So they made two versions of her, and I actually just picked one up signed.
Wow.
I'm a big collector on Pops, especially like the signed ones now, and they get a little expensive.
Yeah.
So I picked that one up, and I got a Paul Heyman signed one coming.
No, yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Here comes Justin again. We're gonna have to cut Justin off after this one. Can't believe you thought I wouldn't be here. You think I was going to help them set up the ring tonight? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Justin needs to go to sleep.
He does need to go to sleep.
All right, Maddie, tell everybody where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, both under my wrestling name, and you can find me on YouTube.
All right. I want to thank everybody who's watching us on Instagram. Just reading some of the comments over there. Let's make sure everybody goes and follows Maddie. She's got EPW coming up where she's going to have a Ripley street fight. So if you're in the area, make sure you go to epwwrestlingms.com to get your tickets for tomorrow night. Or just, hey, show up at the door, right, Maddie?
Right.
And just come and watch Maddie wrestle, as well as all your favorites from EPW. As you can see, they got plenty of shows coming up. They got tomorrow, March 9th, March 16th, March 23rd. Is that AJ Kazana there?
It is AJ Kazana.
That's my bud. What's up, AJ? All right.
Yes.
Make sure you check out Maddie and all her socials. And yeah, I guess you can follow Justin Klein too. What the heck? Yikes. All right. Besides the events that you mentioned, anything else you want to share where you could be found or where they can get some Maddie merch?
You can message me directly on Instagram for some Madi merch, and at all of my shows, I have my merch.
All right. Make sure we support independent wrestling. Everybody out there. Whew. All right. As for me, I will be at SWA's Double Trouble on March 8th. Make sure you go to swawrestling.com to get your tickets or use the QR code here in this flyer, followed by the free-for-all on March 9th, which is going to be a long day, Maddie, for Titan. Yeah. Anybody who's at Titan, it's going to be a long day because they got, I don't know if I can find the flyer here. It's like it's like from 8 a.m. to like midnight for me.
Yeah, we've got Henderson. Next Friday, we've got Henderson. Saturday, we've got TV. Sunday, we have Indiana.
I can't find the flyer. But
got a long weekend too.
After the free-for-all, there's going to be TV tapings for Titan, followed by Another Level, their signature event that night, Saturday, March 9th. Make sure you go to Titan Championship Wrestling and use that QR code to get your tickets, as I will be there as well. And my pal PJ Savage is going to be there defending his championship against Jay Bougie. Cotton Candy Princess Tiffany Avatar, my pal as well, versus Marie Valdemoni for that Goddesses Championship. After that, I will be at Before the Storm for Victory Pro Wrestling. Just announced for them is the one and only Cameron, a.k.a. Amari Miller, formerly of NXT. Make sure you use that QR code to get your tickets for victoryprowrestling.com. That's going to be a great event. Speaking of great event, earlier that day, Maddie, is the big event, as Papa Dank will be there alongside his guests, PJ Savage, the Cotton Candy Princess Tiffany Avatar, and Ryan Peterson, ring announcer of the Northeast, who's at WrestlePro and Creator Pro Wrestling. And Creator Pro Wrestling is the home of MJF out here in Long Island, and he will be there at big event alongside Mandy Rose. She's going to be there as well.
They're both going to be there? That's going to be great.
They got so many people coming to this thing. I'm like, how are they going to fit everybody in there? It's like ridiculous how many people. Sky Blue's going to be there. You're going to have Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson. This is the first time they haven't had anybody from WWE.
Wow.
Yeah, last time they had Rhea Ripley.
Really? Yeah, she's awesome.
That line was crazy. Let me be nice for a second. Maddie had an awesome promo for VIP Wrestling that people should check out.
Yes.
Tell Max I said hello. Max doesn't even know you, Justin. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. He might know.
Honestly, he might.
He might know him. Yikes. All right, everybody in Instagram land, have a good night. Maddie, hold on for a second. Everybody else, have a great night. I will be back next week.